doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll start with the option. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They run the option on 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Great call to hand.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And all the Chiefs have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's brought down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And incomplete. Mecole hard lineman the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Edwards-Helaire. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
4-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. After the penalty, it's Elliott. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. There's Elliott. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Can't give it another shot. 41 to Mike, 41 to Mike. Check, 41.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Kansas City.
Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The 13-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage, because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now Bell, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Third and long for Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal from just inside the 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
On the keeper. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Dallas.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20.
Prescott's pass.
A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At the Packers 11-yard line.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
And it's third down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Rodgers with a handoff to Aaron Jones. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
That's the score. Packers 14, Cowboys 8.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of
a well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on first down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14.
Makes the score Cowboys 15. Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own,
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Working from the gun. Rodgers flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Completes it right side to Cooper. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have retaken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the play.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
With the handoff.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers add on to their lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for the field goal attempt, when they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. Tony Pollard.
This is too easy right
here. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Dallas.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
With a handoff.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sean Lee able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
And the ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Packers 35, Cowboys 25.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. They got his man complete.
Prescott.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now Elliott, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
44, Mike, 44. Good try. 44, come on, son.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to
And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body, gun. Hey, I don't know no.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
This is Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. But now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. To throw is Prescott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down carry by Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd and short.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
That's 7 yards.
On 2nd down, Elliott, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
37-yard.
Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Cowboys 10, Packers nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
On second down, Williams. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are back within a score. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got to stop just short.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Packers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 3.
Here's Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Down at the 31. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the
Jack swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
Prescott.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what you're seeing here.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone, and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Christian Kirksey. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Watch the ship. 54 mark. 54 mark. 50. 54.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Open man wham, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. It's a gain of 6, moves into a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Flush to his right. Able to find Lazard. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Packers 21, Cowboys 17. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now it's their chance to execute it.
They have the opportunity now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
8 yards.
Prescott from the gun on third. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly...
They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side as that big of the guy. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's no, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Arizona.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Sean Lee, the linebacker, credited with bringing him down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now Pollard. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Elliott found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This is Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
The run for Pollard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Remain for 2nd down. Murray a give. This is straight. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Murray now on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 66 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14. Zerline kickoff for Dallas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the
18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do go for it. It's Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Cardinals 14. Greg Zerline to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's Edmonds. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Murray gets this one to Isabella, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Murray now on first down. Escaping and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Third down.
Murray going to try to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Isabella. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That is caught at the 7. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Being chased out left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing again, Murray. Steps away to his left. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Prescott on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
They stay on the ground with Drake.
48-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On the play.
Now Murray.
3rd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's taken down inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Cowboys 28, Cardinals 21. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Randy Gregory able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Right there, 54.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray eluding the pressure right. Bearing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
First down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun now from Murray. Throw left side complete to Isabella. Oh, what a juke into space. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 3.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Dan Arnold, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.